What do you think about the process now, looking back?
Looking back now, I think the process was, I mean, people look at it like the process of like the team, like Philadelphia winning championship, whatever it is. But I think for us, shit, we were going through the process, like building Philly up. There was a moment where Philly, no one wanted to play for Philly. It was like 10 and 72 games. Like and what we were able to do there was great. I feel like we brought a lot of life back into the game of basketball in Philly.
Well, I think the general thesis of the process is like, we're going to build through the draft. We're going to try to draft transcendent players. You historically need basically a top 5 or 2 top 10 to 15 guys to win a championship. And you're not guaranteed to win a championship.
No.
So if you draft a couple of those guys, and let's be honest, they missed on a lot of picks.
Yeah.
They missed on a lot of picks. And if you do end up drafting a couple of those guys and you become a contender and you become a place where free agents want to go, where guys get traded and they want to re-sign there, and all of a sudden there's a culture and an environment where winning is really valued and you feel like you're in it every year, like that to me means the process worked.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? Because
No,
I think
agree.
everybody thinks the process didn't work because they haven't won yet.
Yeah. It's not like, you're not guaranteed to win a championship.
You just don't want to be in the middle.
Yeah.
You just don't want to be in the middle.
Yeah,
you don't want to be what the Pacers did for the last 20 years.
Right. No, for sure.
You can keep that in there.
Here we go.
No, I agree with you. Like we've built something there. Like people want to play there now. Like you got Joel's there. Like Tobias is there. Jimmy came to Philly. Like we've had great players. It's just a matter of putting it all together. And that's what the process is.
Well, also, and we've talked about this, you know, he gets mad every time it comes up on the show, but we've talked about it a million times about the Raptors series. That was that was a championship level team.
Yeah.
By any metric, and you lost on a crazy shot. But that was a team that you never know what's going to happen, but there's no reason that team could not have won the championship if that shot had not gone in. And so that, to your point about luck, is like that happens sometimes. But it doesn't mean that it didn't work to get yourself to the position to, you know, make it a possibility.
Well, I also feel, because Joe and I have talked about this.
Yeah.
And when I was his teammate, and even since I retired and stuff, you know, I wish that I was like 5 years younger when I joined you guys. Because I wish I had what the veteran presence that I had at 29 or 30, but I still had a longer runway of my prime. I came to you guys at the end of my prime, you know, so I didn't have this long runway. So I think some of it was we were good enough, but like when our best players needed to be at our best, we weren't good enough.
Right.
Whereas like Kawhi, that series was fucking good enough.
Yeah, he was different.
I always go back to game 4. We're up 2-1. We've got a double-digit lead in the 4th. And Kyle Lowry has said this to me multiple times. He's like, we thought the series was over. You guys are going up 3-1. And then Kawhi just goes full-on Michael Jordan mode.
Robot mode.
And so,
robot mode.
So again, some of it, this is why it's so hard to win a championship, because so much timing and it's not always luck. And certainly you could say Kawhi's shot was luck, or them not calling a travel was luck for them. He did get a running start.
For sure. 100%.
I'm going to bring this every time the shot. I'm going to bring it up every time the shot comes up.
In the Raptors facility, and they're just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like,
I know. Raptors fans hate me because of that. It's so bad. But no, you need a bunch of stuff to happen to win a championship. And something's got to go right for you, and potentially something's got to go right or wrong for another team that you're facing. And so, you know, that team to me was as good of a team as I've played on in the NBA.
Right.
You know, we were close.